Hello there. It's been a minute. I have been gone for quite some time. Yes, I know. I think as of me posting this video, it's going to be 2 weeks since I've last officially posted on YouTube. So I apologize for the big gap in content. There's a reason for it, which I want to explain why today. I've been hard at work on my first I consider it my first real big video essay. I've been working incredibly hard on it for the past few weeks. As you all know, I've kind of chronicled how hard it was for me to properly write the script and get down all my thoughts and doing this correctly for the first time. And then transitioning over to the editing side, I've realized, oh boy, I've bitten off a lot more than I can chew in just a small amount of time. And it kind of dawned on me like, wow, I see why Nerdstalgic and all these other people at Nerdwriter, they don't release videos every single week. That'd be very difficult to do all that editing without an editor. So yes, I have learned my lesson the hard way about the ambitions of a project and how much work it actually takes to make these video essays. It's a lot, but I hope that when you finally get to see it, that it is going to blow your imagination and you're going to realize that I have a lot more to offer than just reaction videos. But more specifically, I think this new form of in-depth content, along with my Full Metal Alchemist reaction video, are going to kind of be the future content of this channel. More in-depth, but still the same amount of entertainment, but allows me to flex some other skills and still keep it humorous and still keep you entertained along the way. So, with that being said, I'm not just going to sit here and just be like, wait for more information at a later date. No. The video is going to drop next Wednesday. Yeah, that's going to be the day. And the reason I'm picking that day is because that is going to be our next anniversary for Geek Speak Nation. On the 24th of September. Oh, September, jeez. Quarantine brain, stop. On the 24th day of February is going to be our official 6-year anniversary, which is incredibly exciting, and I would like to christen that day with a video essay on Jujutsu Kaisen that is going to kind of be this example of the evolution of what this channel will become. So Wednesday is when you can look forward to seeing the full video. However, I didn't feel right having been working on this video for almost a month and not having anything to show for it. So after I am done talking here, I'm going to play you guys the next segment of this video, which will be the first 5 minutes of my video essay to show you it's real, and I've actually been working on it, and it's taken a lot of time, but it's going to be a lot worth it, and from moving forward, it's going to be a lot smoother of a process of me making these videos, because I know it's going to be entailed and the work that goes into it, and just doing it right. I know there's a much easier way of doing what I've been doing that doesn't require me gathering so much footage, but that's just not what I wanted to do, and I wanted to do something different. So with that being said, that is what's going to play in just a second, but first things first, I just want to say, make sure you follow me on Twitter. That's twitter.com/Daniel K. Hargrove. That's going to be the best place for you to catch updates of me discussing when videos are going to drop, when am I going to go live on Twitch. That is the best place for you to be to get this information. YouTube and their community segment, I try posting on there a lot just to keep the algorithm fed, but it hardly reaches any of you. And probably this video won't either, just because of YouTube's algorithm. That's just how it be in the streets. But that's okay. Really what I wanted to do with all this is just be able to have a place for you all to go to get updates from me and be able to constantly interact with me and give suggestions for content, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, twitter.com/Daniel K. Hargrove. I'm on there pretty much constantly. Yeah, so that is going to be the place that you can go to. Also, checking me out on Twitch. I am over there a lot when I am not editing. I'm also there, reacting to, we reacted to the Nintendo Direct, and I haven't posted that here yet on YouTube. So you can go on and check that out on Twitch right now. Check out the full video, because even if I do end up posting the Direct here on YouTube, it's not going to be in its entirety. It's going to be in a chopped up, more consumable version for this platform. So twitch.tv, in case you want to see me live and you actually want to see me do the darn thing, which is play some video games, which I should be doing right now or in the next 5 minutes. So if you head on over to twitch.tv/GeekSpeakGaming, literally as soon as you finish this video, I will have started my live stream And yeah, and we'll be playing some video games. Specifically, we're going to be playing probably some Guilty Gear beta, and then also some Persona 5 Strikers. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate all the love and support from this last video. We're super duper close to getting to not only 2,000 views on that video, but also 2,000 subscribers, which is mind-blowing. And if we can get that in the time frame of the 6-year anniversary, that'd be pretty sick. But with that being said, guys, I just wanted to touch base, give you guys an update on what was going on, and let you know what you can expect from me and from this channel and from this content. Blah, 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 blah. That's pretty much it. Okay, now the moment you've been waiting for, the sneak peek of my Jujutsu Kaisen video. Also, don't forget to get geeky. In the last decade, shonen manga and anime have greatly matured from their teenage power fantasy roots. Sure, they still have a hearty amount of battle shonen geared towards boys, but many of those titles are offering a newfound complexity. From Attack on Titan to Demon Slayer, Promise Neverland, My Hero Academia, and now Jujutsu Kaisen, we're seeing modern shonen being taken to grand new heights, and not just in terms of popularity.
Are you serious?
Many of the shows I've listed have taken the traditional elements that make up a shonen, specifically their setups, story arcs, and character archetypes, and have created unique storytelling experiences by both streamlining and subverting the formulas that made them. Even though there's no such thing as the perfect story, there is such a thing as making the perfect decisions for your story that maximize its potential for greater emotional impact and entertainment value. In today's video, I want to explore how the smash hit Jujutsu Kaisen attempts to perfect the shonen formula and why it succeeds in spades. So strap yourselves in, I'm Daniel, and this is Jujutsu Kaisen, the next evolution of shonen. Okay. So stop me if you've heard this one before. A naive young man discovers a dangerous new world and attends a school dedicated to fighting evil, while at the same time he wrestles with his newfound power that comes in the form of a spirit that threatens to destroy the world. I know, it's not the most original premise in the world, but honestly, there's a good reason for it, and the manga's creator uses it to his advantage. But before we can analyze Jujutsu Kaisen itself, we first have to understand its creator, Guga Akutami. Akutami-san is a very private person, so I won't be writing up some in-depth dossier about his life and childhood, none of that stuff. However, the most important aspect I want to bring up is his age. At the time of recording this, Akutami-san is only 28 years old, which is insanely young, especially when you consider the fact that he was first published in Jump Next in 2014, and then officially published a 47-page one-shot in Weekly Shonen Jump in 2015. So he did all of this between the ages of 22 and 23 years old. And by the way, I'm 23 years old right now as I'm recording this. Oh dear God, I'm 23 years old? Where did all the time go? What am I doing with my life? What did I ever accomplish? What will I accomplish? Oh my God! The reason I bring all of this up is because Akutami-san is a cool young cat who wears his influences on his sleeve. In his first ever TV interview, Akutami-san said that he was in the 4th grade when he first read Bleach, and it went on to become his favorite manga of all time. He also stated that Jujutsu Kaisen's protagonist has his clothing inspired by Naruto. These basic inspirations are evident in his work, however, they also work in his favor to subvert our expectations from its story and characters. A good example of this is in the character Megumi Fushiguro. Akutami-san's inspiration for the design came from Sasuke and Kageyama. He wanted to invoke the imagery of the familiar shonen rival character, however, he purposely made sure not to go down the same path. Instead, he opted for Fushiguro and the protagonist to become friends and close teammates. In his TV interview, Akutami-san stated that he found the rivalry angle to be kind of boring, and recognize the writing opportunities in allowing the two characters to have a unique, non-combative relationship. Openly paying homage to the influential works of those who've come before can make for an accessible reading/viewing experience, and accessibility is not inherently a bad thing. Just because an anime or a manga like My Hero, Demon Slayer, or Jujutsu Kaisen make its initial entry into its worlds and characters very easy to recognize or get into, doesn't mean it lacks depth or nuance. Nor does it mean that it lacks the opportunity to surprise the audience and create genuine emotional investment on top of its inherent entertainment value. Today's top authors fully recognize what they and so many others love about the shonen genre, and are able to utilize this to their advantage in their storytelling. When done right, this allows them genuine creative freedom by warping the confines of what makes up a traditional shonen into a springboard for new avenues of narrative creativity. And now that we've got the proper background on its creator and influences, let's go into greater detail about what makes Jujutsu Kaisen so great.
People come and they go.